had been inflamed for 1,000 years continuously. Consequently, its color became red. Again, it was burned for another 1,000 years until those red flames became white. And then again, it was kindled, burnt, inflamed for another 1,000 years. And thus, its white flames became black. So the existing color of hell is black as a dark night. And it's been mentioned that its flames do not illuminate. They remain the color of black due to its intensity, its severity, destroying everything, sparing no sinner, leaving nothing unburnt, burning the skin, reaching the bowels, melting the insides, the outsides. No wonder why scholars have said that if the people of hell were to lie on the fire of this world after experiencing only a dip in hellfire, they will be able to enjoy sound sleep on the fire of this world. Sound sleep after they have experienced the fire of hell. If they were to lie on the fire of this world, they can enjoy sound sleep. Nasrallahu al-afiyah. As Muhammad ibn Ismail al-Bukhari and Muslim ibn Hijjaj, rahimahumullah ta'ala, mentioned on the authority of Abdul Rahman ibn Sakhar, radiyallahu ta'ala an, that our beloved teacher Muhammad ibn Abdullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said that the fire of the sons of Adam is 1/70th. Listen to this, subhanallah. The fire of the sons of Adam is 1/70th of the fire of hell. 1/70th. One companion remarked, Ya Rasulullah, this ordinary fire would have been sufficient to torture the disbelievers with. See, they understood this. They knew that the fire of this world is unbearable. It's hot. So his companion said, Ya Rasulullah, this fire would have been sufficient, enough to torture the disbelievers with. Why is it 69 times stronger? Then our beloved Imam sallallahu alayhi wa sallam replied, it is 69 parts in excess of the fire of this world, each part being equivalent to the heat of the fire of this world. And I wonder why the kafir, the happiest kafir, when he is dipped only once into that fire, he forgets every enjoyment, every material blessing, every happiness he ever experienced in this life. With one single dip, as Muslim ibn Hijjaj mentions on the authority of Anas ibn Malik radiyallahu ta'ala an, that the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, one amongst the denizens of hell will be brought on the day of resurrection, who led a life of happiness, enjoyment, ease and plenty. He will be brought and dipped only once in hellfire. Then he will be asked, O son of Adam. His Lord will ask him, O son of Adam, have you enjoyed any happiness? Have you seen any enjoyment? Have you seen any material blessings? He will reply, no, my Rabb, I've seen nothing. I've seen nothing. How can you see anything after being dipped in a black fire that's been burned for 3,000 years? It is so hot that even hell itself complained. Hell spoke to its Lord, complaining about the intensity of its heat. as mentioned by Bukhari, on the authority of Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala an, that Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, hellfire complained to its Lord, saying, Ya Rabb, oh my Lord, my different parts are eating each other. Subhanallah. Look how hot it is. Even hell was complaining that its parts, in other words, its fire is eating each other. It's so hot that it's burning each other. What do you buy for hellfire? It is a terrible fire, not like the one we know today. Hellfire's fuel is evil people who are as hard-hearted as stone. Subhanallah, dear beloved. The frightening menace that hellfire's fuel is men gives us the threatening knowledge, wallahi, that hellfire burns with what it should destroy in the first place. Think about it. Hellfire burns with what it should destroy in the first place. Instead of destroying it, us, it increases in its intensity. The more people are in there, the more it increases in its intensity. And we never ever end. It melts us, it burns us, and we are revived. It melts us, it burns us, then we are revived. It's not like this world where you put charcoal, you put wood, it burns it, it consumes it, ashes get blown in the wind. No. Hellfire's fuel is men. And then you will be revived, and again it will eat you. Revived and eat you. Melt you. And you'll be in that fire. This is the kuffar. And people will be drinking from the wounds, the dirty wounds of its people. The melting of the skins. They will be drinking it from underneath them. Nasrallah al-afiyah. It is not a pretty thing to say, but it's reality. And people say, no, it's inshaAllah, Allah ghafurun rahim, it's all khair inshaAllah ta'ala, we're not going to be punished, we're not going to... Subhanallah. The one who said that he created paradise likewise taught us that he created hellfire for a reason. Why did he create paradise? For the good people, for the Muslims. Why did he create hellfire? Likewise for the evil people, for the kuffar. Logic. He gives this party bliss and blessings, this party chastisement and punishment. For a reason. For a reason. It's the reality. And the word of the Almighty Lord is the truest of speech. The truest of speech. It's not symbolic, not metaphoric. It is reality, it's a fact. We ask the Almighty Lord to keep us far away from that destination. As for the magnitude of hell, it is enormous. It is big. It is massive. It is vast. It is deep. It needs a great number of angels to be in it on the day of resurrection. It is so big that it will need a great number of angels to be in it on the day of resurrection, as mentioned by Muslim ibn Hijjaj on the authority of Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, that the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, hellfire will be brought on the day of resurrection with 70,000 bridles, each bridle being pulled by 70,000 angels. Allahu Akbar. How big is it? Hellfire will be brought on the day of resurrection with 70,000 bridles, each bridle being pulled, each bridle, not the 70,000, each bridle by 70,000 angels. And you think the angels are the size of me and Umar? No. Or me and Isa who's a pencil neck? No. The angels, as one angel has been mentioned, who is Jibreel alayhi salam, covered the whole of the horizon. The whole of the horizon. One angel. 70,000 angels to each bridle, which is 70,000 bridles. Is it not huge? Is it not vast? Immensely deep? Why is it so big? I'll tell you why it's so big. To accommodate for the huge number of kuffar and evildoers that existed throughout the history of man. And despite all these people, all these stones, all these idols, all this jinn, there will still be more room in it. As Allah Ta'ala says,
يوم نقول لجهنم هل امتلأت وتقول هل من مزيد.
The day we will say to hellfire, ya subhanallah, Allah will talk to hellfire, are you filled? And it will cry out, is there or are there any more? This is hellfire crying out, are there any more? Until the Almighty Lord places His perfect, excellent, beautiful foot in there. As mentioned by Muslim ibn Hajjaj and Muhammad ibn Ismail al-Bukhari on the authority of Anas ibn Malik, who mentions people will continue to be thrown into hellfire, thrown and thrown and thrown, and it will be asked, hellfire, are you filled? Are you filled? And it will say, are there any more? Are there any more? Until the Rabb, the Lord, places His foot in there. His foot. His perfect, excellent, beautiful foot. And it will say, enough, enough. By your honor and glory. It is massive. And to further illustrate the capacity of hellfire, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam described the chair, the width of the chair of the kafir in hellfire as being the distance travelled between Mecca and Medina. This one chair of a kafir in there, the distance travelled between Mecca and Medina. What is the distance between the two of them? Who knows? Approximately, yes, Ya Akh Ali. Approximately, say, close to 500 kilometers. The distance between Mecca and Medina. This is one chair of a kafir in hellfire. Imagine. Hellfire? If the tip of a kafir is the size of Uhud, a big mountain, how is hellfire going to be? How big is it? And another indication to its magnitude is the fact that two large creations, like the sun and the moon, will be like two rolled up balls in the fire. Allahu Akbar. As for the depth of hellfire, it is extensive, extremely deep. As the hadith mentions, that it takes 70 years. Listen to this. 70 years. If a stone is thrown from the top to reach the bottom, 70 years travel. Authentic narration. Collected by Muslim ibn Hajjaj on the authority of Abdullah or Abdurrahman ibn Sakhar Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, who said, wow, who was sitting with Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, we heard a terrible sound. So he asked, Muhammad asked the companions, do you know what that sound is? They said, Allah and His Messenger know best. He said, that is a stone that was thrown from the top of hellfire 70 years ago and has been constantly falling until it has finally reached the bottom. And when something is thrown from the top, it catches speed as it falls. So it is flying down. And yet it still took how many years? 70 years to reach the bottom. As for the gatekeepers of hell, the gatekeepers of hell, the security of hell, you can say. We call them in these days, when you go to places, bodyguards or bouncers or whatever other names they're named in the places of Balut. They call them bodyguards, and tabarakallah, as many of them here tonight. But as for the security or the gatekeepers of hell, they are mighty, stern, powerful, severe, strong angels, as the Almighty Lord mentions.
وقال الذين في النار لخزنة جهنم ادعوا ربكم يخفف عنا يوما من العذاب قالوا أولم تك تأتيكم رسلكم بالبينات قالوا بلى قالوا فادعوا وما دعاء الكافرين إلا في ضلال.
And the people in hell will cry out to the people or the guardians of the hellfire, pray to your Lord to lighten on us our penalty. Subhanallah, they're in hellfire, they're in severe punishment. So they cry out to the keepers of hellfire, the gatekeepers, pray to your Lord to lighten on us the punishment, our penalty. And what do the angels say to them, the gatekeepers of hell? Did they not come unto you messengers with clear signs? Subhanallah, look at the response of the angels. What are you crying out now for? Were you not warned? Were you not told? Were you not informed? Were you not admonished? Where were you then? What happened to you then? Now? Did they not come unto you messengers with clear signs? And wallahi, they did. They came to us. There it is, right in front of our eyes. Clear, eloquent, classical, beautiful verses that defines the criteria between right and between wrong. There is no problem. You want the right path? You've got it right here. You want the wrong path? The devil's book is here. That is anything other than this. Man-made garbage. But the law of the Almighty Lord, the criteria is before our very eyes. Did they not come unto you, O people of hell, messengers with clear signs? They will reply, yes. Now they reply, yes. But where was the yes in the life of this world? It was in the clubbing, the discoing, the haram, this, that, resting, sleeping, eating, playing, mockery, jest. Now they say yes. And what do they reply back? Or respond back with? Then pray as you wish, for the prayer of those without faith is but in error, useless, futile, trivial, of no use. Pray as much as you want, and that will just increase them in what? In grief, in remorse, in resentment, in hurt and harm, because they know there's no way out. The gatekeepers are not going to have mercy on them. Malik, who's one of the gatekeepers, it's been mentioned from the day he was born, he has never smiled. An angel named in the Qur'an, Malik, from the day he was born, it's been mentioned that he had never ever smiled. And how can he smile when he has seen hellfire? How? As the hadith says, if you had seen what I had saw, you would laugh little and cry a lot. Now today, ha 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 ha, day and night, ha 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 ha, as though it is nothing but ha ha ha. O you who believe, save yourselves and your families from a fire whose fuel is men and stones, over which are appointed angels. Listen to these angels. Appointed angels who are severe and stern. This is Allah's statement. Severe and stern, powerful and mighty, strong, who flinch not from executing the commands they receive from their Lord, but do precisely as they are commanded. Precisely as they are commanded. These are the angels. No matter how much you're going to seek aid from them, they will have no mercy. No mercy. The number in this verse is mentioned as 19. Clear, 19. Have they got soldiers? Allahu Alam. But the mention here is 19. This to the disbelievers, the pagans, was a challenge. They said 19. Easy to defeat. Easy to overcome. No problem. 19, they made a mockery out of it when this verse was revealed. 19 angels, that is all. Not knowing that one of these angels by the will of the Almighty Lord, can confront the whole of mankind with one blow. One of those angels.